I've got a question for the flat earthers. Um, my question is, if it takes 8 hours and 15 minutes to fly from Paris to Toronto, why does it only take 7 hours and 15 minutes to come back? Toronto to Paris, direct flights. That's my question. Answers below, please. The noise in the background is the fan because it's warm. It's nearly 30 outside and it's not yet midday. It's the fan, and I've got the air fryer in the kitchen that is doing baked potatoes. I'm doing baked potatoes, cheese and coleslaw, informed by Vivian Jones. We had a nice evening. We were out until just after 11, which is not something that we have done in a long time. It was we had a lovely meal with two of our friends and two people we didn't know. It was very warm, but it was a really nice meal. I had Noix Saint-Jacques, which is scallops, with some really lovely other things on the plate. Lovely vegetables and a tasty sort of, I don't know, it was sort of a very finely chopped ratatouille probably, but I'm not sure what that was. And then I had that was my entree. My plat was pork in a grenadine sauce, and grenadine is pomegranate, isn't it? So really lovely intense sauce. That was nice. There was some chips with that, French fries, which was nice. And then I wasn't going to have dessert, but gave in, and I had Molière chocolat. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's the little chocolate, sort of, I don't know, oh god, round shape that the chocolate still melts out, oozes out in the middle. I had that, and that was with a vanilla ice cream, I think, and a coffee, and it was lovely, very nice. And then we walked from there into the square, and through the square and along the river was the beginnings of the Gartempe Blues, which is a weekend now of the Blues Festival. I didn't realise, but it's I think it's 70 quid for the weekend, 70 euros for the weekend. Last night was free apparently, and we stayed there for a bit. It was very hot and noisy, and I'd had enough really. I didn't intend to do that, and my walking yesterday, even in Chauvigny, I'm struggling, and I'm struggling this morning with walking. So it was a bit like when my sister took me from the restaurant to the beach and told me it was 400 yards. It was a bit like that last night. And I was telling that story to my French friends when we walked back to their house, which was another 400 yards. And was telling them the story of my sister taking me from the restaurant to the sea, and she said it was 400 yards. And I said in English, like, fuck it was, because they understand fuck. And I'd forgotten that there was a 13-year-old with us. Like, oh, excusez-moi. Yeah, so it reminded me of that, because there were a lot of 400-yard walks in our evening. But it's very nice. And I received a late birthday present of these merino glass earrings, which are really pretty. Thank you, Cleo. And yeah, so it was really nice. So today, have I said what I'm doing? Yes, I have. I'm not going to repeat that, just in case. That's what I'm cooking, what I said. If I didn't say it tough, you'll have to ask me what I cooked. So today's the last day of the canicule. I'd be really pleased to see the back of this. There are storms forecast early hours of the morning, I think. Hopefully some rain. Really, really need some rain. And I'm hoping that's the last of the heat waves for the year. Where are we? Halfway through August. Fingers crossed. I mean, it's quite exceptional to have so many heat waves in a year. And really unpleasant. We had another night with the aircon on in the bedroom, and even though I turned it up a bit, so it was on 18, I had to get up and move it out again, and so that was another night that we didn't really sleep as well as we would have liked to. So tonight it'll go on earlier in the evening, cool the room down, take it out, close the door, put the fan on, and we'll sleep in a room that's been cooled rather than a constantly cooled room. It's probably better for us anyway. So that's that really. Not going to do a lot, can't really move around much anyway. Claire gave me a big bag of stale. I say stale, it's French bread doesn't really go stale, it goes hard. So I will take some down later, sort of softened up in water. I'll take some down for the chickens, and because I go and open up for them at about 7 o'clock, so they can go back in and get themselves sorted, and then so I'll take that down later. That'll be a change for them. They haven't had bread for ages because we don't eat bread, and we don't have. If we do eat bread, there isn't any left over. So, or rarely is there bread left. And Arja won't eat it. It's just too hard. So, she only likes sliced bread because she's a princess. So, anyway, that's it for today. I might publish this at a completely different time than I normally do. It depends on how long it takes to upload. I seem to have dropped to one vlog a day. Some of you will be pleased to know. Yeah, c'est tout. Okay, à la prochaine.